Welcome to Brianna's world, your favorite internet girl. Brianna's world, Brianna's world, welcome to her world. Welcome to Brianna's world.
Now you guys talk about how we met. Now we're going to this.
Okay.
How we met? How we met who?
Each other.
Each other. Because you guys never had a formal introduction to my YouTube.
We'll start with Brianna, because obviously she's the star of the show.
Welcome to Brianna's world. You sing it, bitch. Why are you joining? Brianna's world, Brianna's world. Welcome to her world.
Welcome to Brianna's world. Welcome,
We
guys.
went to Carnegie Hall. Thank you.
So
So
let
let
me
me get it up.
Emily, you start, because the story all begins with you. How did you meet Brianna?
I'm sure it does. So, Brianna Minor and I met in elementary school. We met at Castor Elementary. It was third grade. Brianna was in a different class than I was because she was a lot smarter than I am. And Brianna's, as you guys will become to see, she is a very go-getter, very smart gal. And I'm a little bit of a ADHD bitch, IEP. Brianna and I, after elementary, we split up. She went to a different middle school and I went to a different middle school. Brianna taught me a lot about snacks. One of her snacks that she brought to me once, and I vividly remember us sitting on a bench. It was they're like plaster ivory color. And we were sitting on them and we're facing each other.
Plaster ivory color. Like, can we go back to that? That's hilarious.
And so we're sitting across each other and she was like, "This is my snack, Emily." And I was like, "What is it?" She grabbed out of her backpack a Topper ramen. Do you remember this one?
Sort of.
A Topper ramen, and she had it raw with the seasoning. She's like, "Dip it." I was like, "Okay, I'll dip it." And I dipped it and I was like, "This is delicious."
I seriously couldn't wait. I cannot get over the fact that I was like kind of drifting, and then you're like in the bench with a plaster ivory color. What the fuck? Yeah, I remember the day it was a plaster ivory color. And
I can't remember much, but
I can't remember much. It's really in the past, but you know, the bench was plaster ivory. That's all I gotta say.
True. You have to take a placement test to see what level you'd be put at in whatever class you'd be in high school. And so this is what would become freshman year. I walk into the placement test. There was a seat next to a white girl with blonde hair, and there was a seat next to a black girl with braided hair. And I was like, fuck. The guy was like, "Sit wherever you'd like. Here's your paper. Here's your pencil. Number two pencil." And he said, "You pick wherever you want to sit, wherever there's an open seat." And I was like, "Okay." And I remember staring at both of them and just being like, "Oh my god, Emily, you have to make a choice in about 2.5 seconds." And so I was like, fuck, where do I sit? Fuck. So
Anyways, come on.
you see what we're thinking, sorry. I was like, I'm gonna sit next to the girl with the cool braids. And so I sat my ass down, I grabbed my test, I wrote my name down, and I was like, I'm gonna start. 5 minutes into the test, I hear, "Emily?" And I'm like, is there another Emily? Like, is someone talking to somebody else? Like, I couldn't focus. ADHD. I couldn't. I'm sitting next to Brianna fucking Minor, and she goes, "It's Bree from Kester." And I go, "Shut up." I was like, "We have to talk after the test so they don't think we're cheating." And they're like, "Okay."
It all started on the first day of high school.
the thing is though, I don't remember any of the story. You tell it every time I don't remember.
I remember the story, and I'll tell it right now. Day 1 of high school. Brianna and I are in the same room, right?
What class?
It was not a class. It was just what was it called?
Program?
The bridge program. Yeah, bridge.
Summertime.
Yeah, I was
Holy shit.
actually not cool in middle school. Big shocker. I was actually severely unpopular. And on my first day, which it wasn't even the first day of school, it was just the first day of meeting people. I'm talking.
Oh.
I'm trying to tell our story.
Sweet.
Okay? On the first day, Brianna, I had an entire pack of pencils. Do you remember that? And it was not the first day of school, it was the first day of getting introduced to the students. And I brought paper and an entire pack. I had highlighters, I had the whole shebang.
But they told you what to bring. I remember getting that sheet in the mail. They were like, pencil, no, but
I hadn't even gotten the sheet yet. I was prepared. I was ready. And Brianna was like, we all needed a pencil. And everyone was like, this bitch has got pencils. So everyone was like coming up to me. They were like, can I get a pencil? And I remember Brianna, you had a little Nike hat on. First day of school, I met the twins, Haley and Mia.
Shout out.
If you're watching,
Shout
you were
out.
my first friends in high school. And I became friends with them, and then basically just through that, Brianna was friends with them as well. But like she was friends with them originally. But Brianna and I didn't talk. Like we'd have lunch together every day. You didn't say anything to me. We weren't chatting. It was literally like the twins and then you and me, like beside them. And then one day they were like, we're moving away. And I was like, well, isn't that unfortunate for me? First of all, I have no friends. And then second of all, that was way later.
Mingle.
No, way later.
I didn't mingle with you for a minute.
Oh no, it was through Brianna. And
Oh yeah.
And then basically they moved away and I was like, oh fuck, now I'm back to no friends. But then my schedule got changed in school and I had a weird feeling. I was like, I know Brianna has some of the same classes as me. And I'm like, I gotta go up to this girl and check the schedule, you know. So I went up to her.
It's the
I gotta go up to this girl and check the schedule.
No, it's the paper in the binder.
Yeah.
No,
it's the laminated.
It's laminated.
Yes.
Put it in the book.
And I pulled up, I was like,
You
yo,
know, you
Bri.
get red, blue, yellow, orange.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like a little buy 5, get 1 free.
It's the regular. Your
Red or yellow is
Yeah.
always math too.
Well, we put our schedules together and we realized that we had all of the same classes, like every single one. So it was just a year of us becoming best friends and a year of us, literally, me just cheating off of her in every class.
Cheers, don't watch this.
Brianna put me through high school. Brianna put me into college. I don't owe it to my parents. I owe it to Bri.
What are your thoughts on Timothy Chalamet? Because you would have
Overrated.
if you would have asked me this 2 years ago, I would have had a different answer for you. But now it's 2022, and
We're 100% over.
Thought. I remember Sophie, Georgia, and Bree took me to go see Little Woman, right?
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, guys, you guys are falling over the wrong guy. Like, that's not it.
And then you watched it.
And then I watched and I was like, this makes a little sense. And then even then I was kind of like, yes, he's hot. Yeah, there's times he looks really good. And I think his work, his craft is good. But now I think he's overrated. But now the girls think he's overrated as well.
I think,
But I
honestly,
think
he's like Anne Hathaway. Like, Anne Hathaway always plays Anne Hathaway. You know what I mean? Like, I've never seen Timothy Chalamet play a role where he didn't seem like Timothy Chalamet. Like, I don't know. I think that he's like good looking and he's got like a very charming kind of like personality, and you see that in like all the movies, and that's why you can't help but like him. But honestly, in real life, I like am like 95% sure he's just an asshole, like a little douchebag.
that would suck though, because he seems to look like a sweet guy.
the thing is, she's in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
That I'm interested in seeing.
Yeah.
I want to see what he would look like. That will determine how he actually is. That movie right there.
You think about how Johnny Depp was able to play the guy in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and then play Pirates of the Caribbean and be like, he's so like dynamic, and I just don't think
I
Timothy
was-
Chalamet could do that.
Exactly. I was looking at his face today, Johnny Depp, like normally, and then I was on Netflix.
Oh my god, wait, Alice in Wonderland, I just have to point that out too.
Crazy.
his face
Crazy.
looks so different.
Mm-hmm.
Every
Until
single
you
photo.
stare at his face and be like, okay, that's Johnny Depp. That's it. You have it in your head. Like you would have your
He has the
parents'
most
face.
diverse face in the world.
It's
Mhm.
insane. I was like, that's not the same man.
It's only when he does the voice I'm like, that's you.
Yeah, when he
That's
did that
Willy
voice,
Wonka. Uh-huh.
when that went viral, I was in shock.
That's him. I think he's very beautiful. If I were to meet him at a party, I would definitely go home with him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But if we're comparing him to Johnny Depp, it's not comparable.
It's not.
But
I think
To
he
be-
knows that.
to be Willy Wonka in your 20s, it's crazy though. So he's good. He's a good actor.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, Johnny Depp's fucking 50 or something. Might be 68. I can't remember. It's 58 or 68. To be Willy Wonka at 20 is phenomenal. So I can't hate him.
I agree.
If you were to knock him a jar, I would let him in.
Right.
I would share sugar. You know?
Timothy Chalamet's good looking, but I don't think he's gonna age well.
Mm-hmm.
It depends if he keeps
I
his
think he
hair
might be
long.
able to.
Depends how he keeps his hair.
What if he has no hair?
Woo! No. No.
Criminal.
No. That's rude.
How old was Johnny Depp and Charlotte Thompson last year?
I would say
30s.
done in 2000, what? 7, 8
Yeah.
years ago? Yeah, 30s.
Pretty young.
That's pretty good. Timothy Chalamet is younger. I will say that. That's what's like interesting. He does have the kind of like attitude that Johnny Depp, I think, would have. So, it could work.
Mm-hmm. I'm telling you though, also, white people hate that. Really badly. Like, I'm actually really afraid for my future, and I'm going to put money aside for surgeries and.
Astrology is the next subject. What are your views on astrology? Talk about the bare minimum to the crazy girlies who are like, you sneeze, you're a Gemini.
Here we go. I'm a Pisces.
I'm a Taurus.
I'm a Virgo.
We all are compatible.
We're a compatible team.
Yeah. Oh, true.
It is. I didn't know shit about. I didn't think
And
that
if George
because
was here, she'd be Cancer. And we're all compatible. I think that's when I heavily believe in astrology.
I know the sign that we know a lot of these, but we don't necessarily really get on with them. We know a lot of Geminis.
Unfortunately,
Geminis are riddles in our lives.
they are like the most intense jigsaw puzzle I've ever been able to navigate. I'm like, the piece should fit, but it's not fitting. There's a crevice that's not fitting in, and I don't know how to do it.
Yeah.
I give up. Yeah.
I mean, why do we have so many?
The only Gemini I enjoy, and it's not even 100%, it's like a 95.9%, is your mom.
Yeah.
Your mom, the only reason I don't
What about my boyfriend, bitch?
up to that.
You don't like him?
Finish Brianna's mom. Brianna's mom is only 95.9%. That 5%, I think she would go, like there's a possibility if I did something wrong, she'd go off on me. Which reasonably so. She wouldn't do it unreasonably. But it's because I see her as a stern mother. She's good. She's a great
Yeah, I
mom.
wouldn't fuck around with your mom.
I wouldn't.
Me
She's a
either.
good fucking mom.
Me either. I'd be
So that's why it's only 95.5% or 90%.
I just looked at the camera really scared because I was like,
She's an enjoyable Gemini, but
She really
I'm
is.
just as afraid of her as you are.
Exactly.
Yeah, so it's
It's a daughter, like mother figure. You know what I mean?
If I didn't have a Gemini mother, I wouldn't fuck with Gemini. Our topic is condiments. How do you feel about condiments? What condiments are you like? I would never put it on anything ever, if any.
I love all condiments.
I don't like ranch.
Not on pizza?
No, I mean, I don't like Caesar. Like, no. I like ranch on pizza. I like ranch dressing with fries, with everything. Ranch on a salad. I'd rather eat shit.
I do believe there's probably better dressings than ranch, but I don't mind if there's ranch on my salad.
I care deeply.
I am if I'm like at like a, I make me my own salad. If it's not a lemon or an oil, it's a ranch balsamic mix.
Ooh.
But I'm not a solely ranch person, so
Oh,
I
yeah.
kind of agree with it.
I'm more of like an oil and balsamic, like the oily kind of like dressings. I'm not really into like a cream dressing.
Try balsamic.
It's
I
definitely,
always have. But I've never done that. I'm gonna do that when I get home.
Do that.
it's definitely thick, but if someone were to serve me style with ranch on it, I'd eat it. And I'd be fine with it.
I don't want pudding
Is it my
on
first
my
pick?
leaves, you know?
Oh, pudding.
That sounded terribly sexual. I don't want pudding on my leaves.
No.
It's definitely thick. This is my first choice, no. But is it good? It could be good. Depends what kind of salad.
Depends on what you're eating. But even then, I prefer a Caesar over a ranch.
Oh yeah, I agree. But when it comes to burgers, hot dogs, put every single condiment you see on the table on it.
Oh yeah, I want
I get-
ranch, I want mustard, I want relish.
Put all the vegetables.
If you can make up another condiment, add it to the hot dog.
Yeah.
Simple.
I love a sauce.
Mhm.
But there are people who go through McDonald's, get a fry, and don't get a sauce. Sociopath.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna lie. McDonald's fries, that's the only fry I could do without anything.
Well, I'm sure. Yes, I could eat it. Do what
No, but like
do.
I could love and like be happy with that.
I know. I don't know if I'd be happy. I'd be satisfied. I wouldn't be
I
happy.
think they're great still fries singly, but you need
No,
a
they're great
sauce.
fries. Yeah, you need. I need ketchup, mustard, and barbecue
Like
and
if I'm
ranch.
dry mouthing it like her.
Or at
need
least
a
a
Coke.
Coke.
A Dr. Pepper, a Sprite.
I mean,
I would-
that's you know, no matter what. I
Sprite
already
within
got Coke.
itself at McDonald's is an own meal.
I went yesterday to get a fry and a drink. The Sprite was the carbonated water. They forgot to put the syrup in the
Uh-oh.
Sprite. I went back, refilled it. It was still Sprite. I mean, it was still water in
You
it.
should have told them, hey, you forgot to put the syrup in.
No, but then I ordered them with Florida to like
Even
fill
now,
that void.
balance.
They were out of ice cream and they still charged me.
They did you so dirty. Where is this
Nothing-
place?
I don't want to talk about it.
I'm gonna call them.
I'm not gonna out you McDonald's. But my address is and send me the PR package with coupons for free fries and
Thank you.
a large drink.
Thank you.
And maybe you fix your ice cream machine.
Maybe you need to start coming to the McDonald's by my house.
Oh,
Alright.
Go to the McDonald's by my house.
Where's the
and-
McDonald's by your house?
It's like on Ventura.
it's Sherman Oaks.
Sure.
That's not your house, it's my
No,
house.
but I'm just saying, like, well, you know, all three of us will be in the middle.
Bah! Too much ketchup? Oh yeah. I'll throw up with too much ketchup now. There's something about it, it's not okay.
People that put ketchup on their meat, like their sausage.
No, ketchup, oh that's what we're talking about.
Ugh.
Ketchup and fucking eggs. Do you do it, Sophie, before I start talking shit? Oh my god!
If you're eating hash browns, come on. If
That's
you're eating
not egg,
hash
we're talking
browns,
egg, baby.
I've done it. I've done it. Okay. I was young. I didn't know what I was doing.
What was your reasoning?
It was there. What am I supposed to say?
It's a, I've done it.
It's happened.
I've never done it. The next one is coffee, specifically Starbucks, and then we can range off to different coffee shops.
Okay. Starbucks, I get the same thing every time. A green tea frappuccino with 2 pumps of classic syrup instead of 3.
Yeah. Starbucks coffee is not good.
Yeah.
Frappuccinos, they're pretty good. That's the only
Green tea hits.
A tea is
Oh
good.
yeah.
A coffee,
The coffee
you
is
can find that.
ass.
You
It's like
know what?
actually bad.
I will get every season with them. It's a pumpkin cream cold brew.
Oh yeah. Pumpkin cream coffee.
That is the only coffee I'll ever get from Starbucks. We haven't all slept in Connecticut.
It's been a long time.
Yeah.
New York.
New York.
Concrete jungle bedrooms made up. There's nothing you can't do. All you're in New York. These things will make you feel brand new. Feel lights in the sky and you. It's here in New York.
I talked about harmony.
Yeah. You going
New
from the city. In a body, in a little bitty. Come on, little body, to the city. Yeah, 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 yeah. In New York, country jungles where dreams are made of. There's nothing you can't do. In New York. What? This train's gonna make you feel brand new. These lights will inspire you. Here in New York, New York, New York. So, yeah, we found better coffee shops in the last 3 years.
You know we have.
Yeah.
100%, and they're cheaper.
But the only reason we went to Starbucks that often is because it was across the school.
Other than that, I wouldn't be talking about you guys. But we're here.
Number one.
It's good when there's nothing else close by. It's phenomenal.
But
Yeah.
even Jack in the Box coffee can't.
Ouch! Jack in the Box coffee can hit better than Starbucks.
No, really, because think about it. If it's not a November to
Cheap coffee
October to
hits.
November,
Cheap coffee is the best coffee sometimes. Like 7-Eleven, I will go to 7-Eleven and get a coffee.
Yeah.
With the hazelnut creamer.
vanilla half mocha.
Yeah, no, I got it. Don't worry about my order, I got it. But there's 100% better coffee places. And I used to think that Starbucks was like cheap. I was like $6.25, can't beat
That's actually crazy.
it.
That's
For
actually.
tall. For a tall.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
you
it's
get
all
it. You get
It's
it
a sampler
ripped.
cup. It's a sample cup.
puppy chow.
It's a puppy chow cup. It's like styrofoam. It's not a full size.
Yeah.
It's not full size.
The problem is not that like the tall doesn't just get shorter; it gets narrower, and it's really small.
It's a shot
Yeah, it's a shop. Yeah,
for $6.25. It's a lot of money.
it's actually $4.25. $4.75.
No, it depends what you get. Because you get add-on.
Because you
Extra
add that
nuts.
extra.
What do you?
pump.
Almond milk is 75 cents.
Oat milk is like $3.25.
It's hard out there.
Oh, okay. So I don't think you understand because you're still a dirty bitch. She gets regular milk.
When I
I
was in
see.
high school and I had no money, I would have to order it on the app to check the total. See if I can add everything for the
Remember, I used to count my quarters. I'd be in my bag. I'd be shuffling. I'd shuffle it up. I'd get scooped all the muck and dust in quarters from the bottom of my bag, and I'd start counting.
One.
And then I'm not even playing. I had days where I was out there saying like, anybody got a spare quarter? Do you remember that? I was literally hustling like during
Spare
lunch time.
change. Anybody got some spare?
Not my quarter. Oh my god! I remember I'd go to the vending machine and I would have starved myself all day, and I'd be looking for some Takis. I'd get on my bare belly in my little crop top, and I would have my hand underneath the fucking vending machine with all the spiders, and I'm scooping pennies into it.
I have a picture of you in your belly looking for
I was really an not the classiest girl by
It is
now.
so funny. Actual coffee milk creamer. Where are
Okay.
you going?
Wait, where's that at?
Your places. I'm saying like an actual coffee, not like matcha.
Oh.
A true coffee.
Oh,
Not sweet, it's a classic coffee.
a Vivian's Cafe. Vivian's Millennium Cafe in Studio City. That coffee is the best coffee.
I think the best coffee I've ever had, besides chili, because that's just good. Blue Bottle. Or not Blue Bottle. Bluestone Lane.
Yeah,
I haven't had them.
that's good.
Bluestone Lane.
Back in the day, it was crazy.
We used to
Back in the day,
with
when we were
our
16.
anxiety paranoid asses would go to Bluestone Lane. But it's literally a droplet of sweetener, and you have it pure just milk and coffee.
I think I liked them until I had the avocado toast from Bluestone.
Or Blue Bottle?
No, Bluestone avocado toast is like,
Insane.
no, it's good.
It's
Bluestone,
chunky.
I mean not Bluestone, Blue
Blue
Bottle has better avocado
I
toast.
just had their avocado the
Yeah.
other week.
They actually give you full
Fuck.
chunks. It's not a puree, it's a chunk. The right amount of cayenne and
Yeah.
pepper and salt.
And it looks effortless.
Theirs is
Yeah,
like
but
a
And the
lemon.
bread is always consecutive.
a lemon
Bluestone, it's
bitter.
like sometimes they have the bad batch.
Bluestone, it used to be really
And it's a
good,
puree.
but now it's a lot different.
Because they didn't have to make it as much as they do now.
Yeah.
Because now it's been there for about a minute where everybody's like, let's go.
Bluestone Lane gives like, I like chunks of avocado. I don't want to feel like I'm eating like guacamole on toast.
Correct.
I want
Bluestone loves a little
avocado.
bit of guacamole.
Wait, what's your
Blue
favorite
Bottle.
coffee place?
I would say if I'm looking for a classic coffee, it's Blue Bottle.
Blue
Yeah.
Bottle is because it has like a, it's not sweet. It has like
Bluestone
a dark,
is like, I'm
dark
looking for
chocolate.
the ample amount of energy to get me through the whole entire
But
year.
Bluestone, you will have a panic attack, psych ward, panic attack, go back to real life.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's insane,
Mm-hmm.
but it's fucking